Hello, good people. This is April, and you're listening to New York Accent Podcast. Today is Monday, November the 23rd, 2020, and this is episode 20, where I will discuss human trafficking. So let's get into it. Human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to get labor or commercial sex acts. 2.5 million people are trafficked within and across borders at any point in time, generating an estimated $32 billion in profits for organized crime. The slaves are not a long-term investment, as was true with older forms of slavery. Instead, they are cheap, require little care, and are disposable. The enormous human population flooded the world's labor markets with millions of impoverished, desperate people. Poor farmers and their families are ready targets for enslavement. Executive Director of UNODC, Antonio Maria Costa, said that many governments are still in denial. There is even neglect when it comes to either reporting on or discussing and prosecuting cases of human trafficking. Mr. Costa called on governments, the private sector, and the public at large to step up the fight against trafficking in persons. More must be done to reduce the vulnerability of victims, increase the risk to traffickers, and lower demand for the goods and services of modern-day slaves. According to Finland's Interior Ministry, Finland is bound by numerous international conventions and obligations related to human trafficking, such as the additional protocol supplementing the UN Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime and the Council of Europe Convention on Action Against Trafficking in Human Beings. In autumn 2016, the government published its Action Plan Against Trafficking in Human Beings 2016 to 2017. The action plan was the result of extensive cooperation between the various ministries. Its goal includes improving the identification of victims of trafficking and providing assistance to them. The government anti-trafficking coordinator works at the Ministry of Justice. The job involves cross-sectional coordination of anti-trafficking work and participation in international cooperation. The anti-trafficking coordinator is assisted by a secretary coordinating government action against human trafficking. Tips on fighting human trafficking. Be a conscientious and informed consumer. Find out who may have picked your tomatoes or who made your clothes by visiting the website responsiblesourcingtool.org. Use your social media platform to raise awareness about human trafficking. Use the following hashtags: in human trafficking, #freedom1st. Become a mentor to a young person or someone in need. Traffickers often target people who are going through a difficult time or who lack strong support systems. As a mentor, you can be involved in new and positive experiences in the person's life during a formative time. The Finnish word of the day is ihmiskauppa, which means human trafficking. Until next week, be good to yourselves and each other. Thanks for listening.
98.4 Radio Moreeni, Tampere University, Finland.